Hi everyone, come read Genesis 2, 4 to 24.
Okay, so starts by this is the account of the heavens and the earth when they were created, when the Lord God made the earth and the heavens. Now no shrub had yet appeared on the earth, and no plant had yet sprung up, for the Lord God had not sent rain to the earth, and there was no one to work the ground. But streams came out from the earth and watered the whole surface of the ground.
Then the Lord God formed a man from the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and the man became a living being. Now the Lord God had planted a garden in the east in Eden, and there he put the man he had formed.
The Lord God made all kinds of trees grow up from the ground, trees that were pleasing to the eye and good for food. In the middle of the garden were a tree of life and tree of knowledge of good and evil.
A river watering the garden flowed from Eden. From there it was separated into 4 headwaters. The name of the first is the Pishon. It winds through the entire land of Hivali. Where there is gold, the gold of the land is good. Aromatic resin and oxen are also there. The name of the second river is Gihon. It winds through the entire land of Cush. The name of the third river is Tigris. It runs along the east of the Ashur. And the fourth river is Euphrates.
The Lord God took the man and put him in the garden of Eden to work it and to take care of it. And the Lord God commanded the man, "You are free to eat from any tree of the garden, but you must not eat from the tree of knowledge and good and evil, for when you eat from it, you will certainly die."
Then the Lord God said, "It is not good for the man to be alone. I will make a suitable helper for him." Now the Lord God had formed out of the ground all the wild animals and all the birds in the sky. He brought them to the man to see what he would name them. And whatever the man called each living creature, that's what its name. So the man gave names to all the livestock, the birds in the sky, and all the wild animals. But for Adam no suitable helper was found.
So the Lord God caused the man to fall into a deep sleep, and while he was sleeping, he took one of man's ribs and then clothed the place with flesh. Then the Lord God made a woman from the rib he had taken out of man, and he brought her to the man. The man said, "This is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, and she was taken out of man. That is why a man leaves his father and mother and is united to his wife, and they become one flesh." That's it.
Okay. So what do you take away from those verses?
The beginning, when we think about life, how we go back to dust. That's my take of coming out of dust, going back into dust, and we try to be so much to boast about so much in life of what we do and the riches that we have, or maybe the things that we didn't do and the failures that we had, and but nothing, everything goes down to dust. So the other thing I take in is it's how God has the trees, the 2 trees, the tree of life and the tree of knowledge of good and evil. So that's the choice. They gave us the choice, and He definitely commanded Adam not to eat from the trees of knowledge, good and evil, and the tree of life. So not to eat from the tree of, because you certainly die, He said.
And it's
So that's
interesting, before it he says you can eat anything anything that's
That's
pleasing
right. There's anything you can do.
for the eye. Like you can have anything you want, basically,
Yeah.
but just not that one thing. That reminds me of one of our children when they were small, when we were in the shops going down an escalator, and I said, just don't press that red button, because I could see his eye on that red button on the escalator. And then, and the next minute, when I'm looking out, he presses the red button, boom, the whole escalator stops with 100 people all squashed on there, all boom, and everyone's looking, wow, what happened? And it just goes to show you, it's like God's telling us, don't eat from that, don't touch that. It's like, oh, I just want to press that button. Oh, I just want to taste it, and as parents, we know the consequences of pressing that red button. And as God knows the consequence. My takeaway is when God says, I will make a suitable helper for him. So for me, when I kind of actually first sort of read it, helper was like, oh, does that mean wash the dishes, cook, clean, that sort of thing? But when you look at the Hebrew word, can you show me the Hebrew word? When you look at the Hebrew word, the original helper means someone providing strength or aid where it's needed. So it's not like some low subordinate person. It's actually someone with strength that has qualities to help that person where whatever's needed.
That's why the mother and the father, sorry, what was that verse? The last verse? That's why the last verse says, that is why man leaves the father and the mother, that is united to his wife, and they become one flesh. That is why man leaves the father and the mother, and it's united to his wife, and they become one flesh. Throughout the Bible, God and Jesus talks about marriage, how you are the bride. The whole Bible talks about uniting the church, uniting man, the flesh, to become one, and to become one as man and wife, to become one as with God. So that's also very.
And don't you think it might save a lot of marriage issues when people know that they probably need to leave their mum and dad and join to their wife or husband, rather than bringing the mum and dad into the marriage or their family? I think it would save a lot of marriage issues if people took this one on board. Yeah, that's about all.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
God bless.
God bless.